Dear students, let's start with a new poem, lines written in early spring, written by William Wordsworth. Well, the poems themselves are some of the most influential English literature written by William Wordsworth. Wordsworth writes on the need for common speech within poems and argues against the hierarchy of the period which valued epic poetry above the lyric. So here is a poem which is very simple and very easy to understand. Let's go for it. So let's know more about the author, William Wordsworth. He was born on 7th April 1770, died 23rd April 1850. He was an English romantic poet who, with Samuel Taylor Coleridge, helped to launch the Romantic age in English literature with their joint publication, Lyrical Ballads, 1798. He was born in Cockermouth, Cumbria, England, to John Wordsworth and Anne Cook's son. Wordsworth's mother died when he was 8. His experience shaped much of his later work. Wordsworth attended Hawkshead Grammar School, where his love of poetry was firmly established. The poem. I heard 1,000 blended notes while in a grove I sate reclined. In that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. To her fair works did nature link the human soul that through me ran, and much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man. Through primrose tufts in that green bower, the periwinkle trade its wreaths, and is my fate that every flower enjoys the air it breathes. The birds around me hopped and played, their thoughts I cannot measure, but the least motion which they made, it seemed a thrill of pleasure. The budding twigs spread out their fan to catch the breezy air. And I must think, do all I can, that there was pleasure there. If this belief from heaven be sent, if such be nature's holy plan, have I not reason to lament what man has made of man? The theme of the poem. Lines written in early spring is a landscape poem that is largely concerned with nature. In it, the poet lounges underneath a tree in the wilderness and contemplates the changes that society has undergone around him. As the poet sits there and muses on nature, its beauty, and its seamless existence, his thoughts turn briefly to the misery of man and to the miseries that they wrought on each other. At the time of writing, the French Revolution was raging through France, a cultural shock which was to provide the British Literary Society with enough fodder to last them for years. And Wordsworth was no exemption to this. Stunned by the cruelty and callousness of French society, he and other romantics wrote primarily to try and take back the world from the brink that it had been pushed to during the so-called Age of Enlightenment. So, we have come to an end here, and the topic is relevant even in today's time. This was discussed way back in the 18th century, and today is also the hot topic or the burning topic of our times. The poem is depicted about environmental issues and how it has been treated, and today it is one of our top priority to save environment and to discuss what man has made, the constructive and also the destructive purposes in nature. The nature has shown its way during the present times of COVID-19. During the lockdown, the whole world is inside the homes to stay safe from coronavirus. At the same time, the nature is taking what is rightfully its, and the mother nature is healing, and all the animals and the beautiful rivers have been once again survived to its fullest, and the bloom of the flowers, the singing and the chirping of the birds, the animals walking freely on the roadsides is also a good example to understand what man has made and what is suffering at present. For any queries and doubts, mention in the comment section below. Stay home, stay safe. Signing off, Alianas.